it's all in how you think about it, in other words, he said. And he also said that to be very careful about what you allow yourself to be exposed to, and protect yourself a little bit more from, there is a small, tiny faction of, not really the audience per se, but people who will say, okay, she's had her golden moment, it's time to knock her off the pedestal. And we see this happen. You see it in the press, don't you, with artists that you love, and you think, that's not really fair, you know. So what I'm really good at, I think, is in realizing that there's something I want to address and in trying to find the particular expert who can help me address it. But it was interesting.
But this success now, Renee, really in the last few years has gone beyond the Opera House. You know, I'm thinking like People magazine said you were one of the 25 most intriguing people of 2000.
See, that's what I mean. Now I have to be intriguing.
Everybody who finds her intriguing, raise your hand.
I never had to be intriguing.
But you know what I think is really great? You were on Sesame Street. What did your daughter think about? What did you do on Sesame Street?
Yes. Oh, the other funny example of that was last year when I got on the Best Dressed list, for the Blackwell Best Dressed list. And now I can't go to an airport anymore without thinking, does this match? So it's a funny side effect of these things. But Sesame Street was a big disappointment for my children. Because if you go and you watch the puppeteers, it's not magic anymore. So I watched their little faces fall halfway. Fortunately, they were old enough that they were over Sesame Street anyway. But I wouldn't take a toddler if I had to do it, or a 3-year-old, because there are these energetic people in black T-shirts simply holding the puppet. I thought it would be much more high-tech. It's not high-tech at all. They don't even have stages built. It's just the camera is placed up high, and they run around and do what they are master puppeteers. So it's more exciting for an adult to see it and say, how did they? There's nothing there. This is just the talent of these energetic young people.
Did you sing on that broadcast?
I did. Yeah.
What did you sing?
I sang Karanome, but it was the counting song.
How do you do that?
With a teleprompter.
Oh my goodness. You know, you were part of the healing process nationally, I think, after 9/11, when you sang at the memorial service at Ground Zero. I don't know, I even hate to ask you what your feeling was that day.
Well,
this was in October. It was, what, about 5 weeks after?
It was a little bit after. I'm not a person who probably would have gone to Ground Zero on my own, because I feel like I have a very low threshold for falling apart, but for things like that. So I had to really prepare myself. I was honored to be asked, and I knew it was something that I wanted to take part in, because our response is for all of us to say, how can we help? And of course, if you can sing, you sing. And so I had to prepare myself, and I did. It was really about a mental preparation, and I sang, and it was, God Bless America seemed to be such a strange thing to perform for that audience. Audience is the wrong word, for the people who were there. And but the thing that concerned me the most was